Hello, everyone.
Hello, Spirit Sessions, A View of the Light. It's Sunday, it's 12 p.m. Eastern, and we want you to share this show out because we have Chung Way Lao, and he's going to be doing an activation that you need to be here live for. This is exclusive to Spirit Sessions. He's going to be doing an activation to help us move into other dimensions. So you need to be here live. If you can't be here live, you'll need to go to his webpage, which is in the introduction, and book a session with him. But he's also going to be showing us another process to ground in your lightship. So be here, share it out to your friends. We have lots of sharers on the show, but some of them are super sharers. So everyone, you need to share the show out. Just share it on your page. If you're not sure if you want to share it in a group, just share it on your page. And please like our page. We love it that you're here. And we love you to come here every week and enjoy. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Teresa, and she's going to introduce our favorite person in the world, who we see often, but we've only had on the show once before. So go ahead, Teresa, send it away.
First, thank you all for being here. And I want to remind you all to please, please, please go to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe to it. We have so many family and friends and such a low number over there. So help us build up our YouTube channel as well, because we like to share guests like Chung. Chung, we know him as the activation guy, okay? He gets these downloads and brings on this amazing stuff and then shares it with us. I can't say that I would be here where I am without his activations, one on top of the other, building into who I am now, helping me with greater awareness and greater freedom. So it is with the activation we're going to get today. So Chung, how are you going to set this up? What do we got to know first as we go through this?
Hey guys, so basically today the intent of my presence on this show is to connect you to the eighth dimension, which is also called the meta-galactic core, that will allow the trans-dimensional energies from other galaxies and other universes within our solar sector to come here on planet Earth. Primarily the Pleiadian, Syrian, and Andromedan energies. And today, exclusively on the show, I'll be giving you an activation that will connect you with the eighth dimension of the powers, that will allow you to have access to dark matter so that you can ground your own light ship. And hopefully, after you master this technique within 18 days, which is around the Lion's Gate on August 8th, your ship will appear. Trust that this will happen. I already started my process on July 8th, so I'm expecting something to happen within the next weekend. So cross my fingers. Let's see what happens, and if it works, then you'll be glad that you guys have enough faith in yourselves and in us, spirit sessions, that this process will work for you as well. So let me take it away. So number one, I would like to talk about Ra's Law of One.
Okay.
So Ra's Law of One states that all is one, and there are 7 different octaves of energies. At the first dimension, you have the root chakra. At the second density, you have the sacral chakra. At the third dimension, you have the solar plexus chakra. At the fourth dimension density, you have the heart chakra. At the fifth dimension, you have the throat chakra. At the sixth density or dimension, you have the third eye chakra. And at the seventh dimension or density, you have the crown chakra. And at the eighth, which is what nobody really talks about, is the void. Now, the void, there are 2 areas of the void. At the 18th dimension, it's where source energy that has never dimensionalized comes from. That is energy that has never been used before. Now, at the 18th dimension that overlaps with 8th density, Rhonda, can you show that chart right now?
Sure, I will. Put it up here. Let's see. Just give me 1 second. There. Does that work? Can everybody see that?
Perfect.
Yes.
Let us know if you're seeing it all. Okay.
So this is the Unit's A matrix, or called middle creation, which is also called the Gaia Sanui dark matter matrix. Only on planet Earth do we have access to dark matter. This is the only place in the entire cosmos that has access to dark matter. This is why Earth is such a coveted project and a coveted school to manipulate energy. So as you can see on the chart, the 18th dimension is the void. But at density 8 is where the void overlaps with dark matter, which is the frequencies of the powers angelic choir. Now, at density 7, which is 70, is when the dark matter splits into partika and particum. And at 6th density, or the 16th dimension, where it overlaps, is when it takes on the time vector and starts moving out into the space-time continuum. So today's activation, when we do this, I'm going to connect you with middle creation, the Hallmark Universe 6, so that you guys will have access to dark matter. And Teresa, before I do the activation in a little while, she's going to tell you a little bit of her experience of what the activation will do for you guys as an example of what it can possibly do for you. Now, I'll go on, continue talking about Roslov 1. So demonic energy, with the intent of becoming a powers angel, bypasses the 4th density in order to skip an octave and reside on the 8th. Now, the attributes of the 4th density is neutrality, willingness, and acceptance. So why does it bypass the 4th? Because demonic energy doesn't think it's neutral, and it's not willing, and it won't accept all negative attributes. But it's not for a evil purpose. It's just that their timing is off, meaning their energy is not the right time to be exposed yet. So they go to the 8th density to chill out as dark matter without dimensionalized light. That's why in science, when they detect dark matter, they can't see it. But they just know that the energy is there, but it can't be seen and it can't be depicted by the naked eye. So, like I said before, demonic energy in the 8th density is controlled by the powers angel choir, and the 8th density is also the Thymus Chakra, which, if you break down the word thymus, is thy, T-H-Y, must, thigh must chakra. So when it's the right time to release demonic energy, these are the attributes of when it's the right time to release it.
Okay, bring it over more in front of you. Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah, very
Nice.
Yeah.
So at 90 is right speech, which will be a part of the activation I'll be doing today, with the words that with the name and the mantra of the magic pearl that we'll be using to release it. At 80 is right effort, 70 is right timing, 60 is right action, 5D is right mindfulness, 4D is right input. So that's the reason why it bypasses the 4th dimension initially, because when it descends from the 8th to the 4th, that's when it picks up the attribute of right input. And then 3, 2, and 1 gets integrated with your presence of right thought, right livelihood, and right understanding. Once demonic energy gets released in the 4th dimension, it can't interfere with your mind in the 3rd to 1st dimensions. That's all you right there. So that's, in a nutshell, basically how demonic energy works. Now, I know a lot of people out there are afraid of demons, or oh, they possess me, they make me do negative things, but that's all fear-based stuff in the past. If you really go into this with a non-trusting attitude that all's not in divine order, then maybe this activation is not for you. But you have to trust yourself and trust in the universe that this process is divinely ordained in order to bring heaven on earth. And one more thing I want to say about demonic energy is the background of what demons mean. D stands for dark. E stands for energetic. M stands for mind. O stands for ovulate. N stands for nirvana. And S stands for states. So we have dark, energetic minds, ovulate, nirvanic states. We are approaching the time cycle of manifesting heaven on earth, or what you would call nirvana. And demonic energy, just like Buddhic energy of Buddhist monks, are two halves of the pie that are necessary in order to manifest heaven on earth. And the time is quickly approaching, and I hope you guys will be in a trusting process to allow for this process to manifest so that you guys can ground your own lightships and become part of a Starseed ground crew activation so that we can manifest heaven on earth.
Chung,
So,
is
any
this
questions?
part of the divine feminine energy?
So, in Taoism, we have yin and yang. Yang is the divine masculine of the light, and yin is the divine feminine or dark. So, yes, dark matter energy is yin feminine energy.
Very cool.
Sorry, guys.
That's all. Wow.
Any other questions?
No, that was the only one
No,
that came to
Monica
mind.
says, yeah, Monica says you've really looked into this information deeply and she appreciates it. Yeah, because it's not easy to figure this stuff out or even where you would even go to learn all this stuff.
Yeah, I've spent 14 years researching this, so I've done my homework.
Mm-hmm.
Something about it.
Okay.
And a lot of trial and error on myself, too. So it takes some guts to do this all work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a long and arduous process. So now that I've explained how the different dimensional densities overlap, I'm ready to get into the grounding core technique. So that once after you receive the activation that I'll be doing later after show you this technique, you guys can go outside and do the Qigong so that you can anchor the grounding cord to ground your light ship. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
We'll find a
Okay,
shady, cool spot.
Yeah. We need it today.
Oh, it'd be hard today.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's hot. Okay, I'm gonna put Chung on there. Yeah,
Okay.
we've got most of you in there. Yeah, there you go. Good.
Okay, so if you guys have a piece of paper, please write down these steps so that they'll be easy to remember.
Hey, yeah, hopefully you can maybe you can put that in the comments later too. That would be helpful.
Yeah, put the steps. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll write it
Step
down.
1. Stand on the floor with the feet about 18 inches apart.
Okay.
Step 2. Place your hands in front of your sacral chakra. Step 3. Take 3 long, deep breaths. Step 4, expand the vertical central column in your imagination to connect from the mother core of Gaia up into the sky, Father Sky. Now, step 5 is the Qigong technique. So as you think about the central column, move your hands up the central column in front of you, and then expand it outwards. So you have to match the breathing with it. So when you start your breathing, move your hands up. Keep on breathing. And then as you move your hands down, exhale. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure that you start inhaling as you move your hands up. Stop when your hands reach the top. Start exhaling as you move your hands down. And stop exhaling when your hands return to your sacral chakra. So you will have to do this process 16 times. So I'm going to do it quick right now. So it's like this, but do it 16 times. That's the first part of the process. Next, you do this in reverse. So we'll breathe in, breathe out. So the intent of this breath is to move the energy from the sky down your central column as opposed to up the central column. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And you repeat this process for 17 times to connect to the 17th dimension. So I'm going to do this real quick a few times. Remember, 17 times. I know I only did 12 this time. And each cycle about 3 to 5 seconds. So like this. Not too fast, not too slow. Not too slow. Not
So the
too
first time it's so the first time it's 18 times. The
no, first time is
opposite,
16 times.
pardon? The first time is
This one moving up the central column 16 times.
16 times, then 17. Okay.
And then 17.
And do we do this every day or just once?
No, you just do it once. This is a one-time thing to anchor the grounding core for your lightship. And that's the second part. And then after you do this, for the 17th time, the very last time, you put your hands together in front of your heart chakra, and you take 18 deep, intense, deep breaths. So, like this. The very last step is hard to show because the camera didn't point to my feet. I'm going to repeat it again. This is the actual vortex push. So when you do the 18 breaths with the chi centered in your palm, you blast it down to the floor so that you anchor it into Mother Gaia. I'm going to do this again, okay? Let me adjust the camera angle. So
Okay. So
and
we do. You say we don't have to do that every day. Just do that once, or is it once every day for 18 days?
no, you just do it once.
Okay, once. Okay,
Wait 3 days.
and then we'll see the light ship in 18 days, hopefully. Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the 18 breaths remind me of the shining skull move that we do in yoga sometimes. It's called shining skull because you get kind of hyperventilated.
Mm.
Yeah, but that's you kind of push from your belly into your. It's very
Good
energizing.
stuff.
So
Yeah.
that's good. It makes it go for. Gee, that's really cool. Very cool.
So I hope everyone that's on live has written down the technique. I'm going to write an article on my website if you guys did not write it down. But if you don't know the movements up and down the central column, it's hard to kind of illustrate it. So maybe I'll draw a chart or something as well. But hopefully you guys roll it down and remember the steps. I don't think it's really that complicated, is it, Teresa?
No, and they can watch it again on YouTube on the replay.
right.
So,
Yeah.
Right.
so that's the great thing. That's
Yep.
the great thing. Yeah, like dragon breath. That's it. Kira.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dragon breath. Yep.
Yeah, dragon breath. Yeah.
Breathing with the dragon
I knew
breath.
there was a name for it. The other thing was shining skull, but that's the way you feel. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Great.
So now that I showed you the grounding core technique, it's time for the activation.
Yay.
So the purpose of this activation, can you explain it again to our audience just one more time? Just so we're all clear on what the purpose of the and they can
Yep. So the 8th dimension, it's called the meta-galactic core. The meta-galactic core is pretty much the nexus of where all the different star constellations enter in and out of our galaxy. So not out of our galaxy, out of our solar sector. So we are in the Orion solar sector, which is part of the meta-galactic core, and this activation will give you access to dark matter so that your ship, your crew, your family can travel in and out of meta-galactic core so that you can manifest the things that you connect with, whatever the elementals may be, whether they be ships, fairies, aliens, whatever living entities that travel in and out of the meta-galactic core using dark matter. So I don't know what your star lineage is, but to my knowledge, the 5th dimension is Pleiadians, 6th dimension is Sirians, and 7th dimension is Arcturians. So I believe this activation will work for 5D, 6D, and 7D star seeds. So this will connect you to Harmonic Universe 6, also called middle creation, also called the meta-galactic core, and will give you access to dark matter so that you can manifest the sentient beings that are connected with the essence of your soul and your soul mission and soul purpose on earth.
Okay. So Teresa, you had this yesterday. You had a sneak peek. Can you explain what you kind of experienced?
Yeah, it's really cool. And so right from the beginning, he gives us words to say, and we repeat them again and again. And I've written them down to show you guys. And you have to do them so many times, but don't worry, Chung counts for you so that you know. So while I'm saying the words, I'm feeling the warm energy coming up through my nose and going down my back, and this warm energy all around me, very intense. You guys will feel this. And then when we're doing the breathing, which is still like the dragon breath, like Krath was talking about, my dragon came in halfway through, and I wasn't ready, so I kind of stopped for a second. I kind of paused, but my dragon is my higher self. So this exercise really brought in my higher self with me, which is a part of what we're trying to do, is to bring our higher selves into us more and walk around with that. And so that happened. Now, next, my crown chakra got this minty tingling about it, and it was
Like
so
that.
cool. And then afterwards, after the meditation, I'm going about my day doing other energy work, and I was working on the third eye, and immediately it felt like, when your water breaks, it felt like psh, gushing and gushing. And I was told right then there was the Nile River gushing from my third eye and all around me and all through my body, the Nile River. And it's, the pineal gland releases juice, energy, and that was all flowing through me. And then I experienced timelessness. I couldn't tell a minute from 20 minutes from an hour for the rest of the day. That's because that eighth chakra, I'm into that timeless zone. I left a pan on the oven with the oven on for about an hour and forgot about it because
Oops.
everything was timeless. And so I think I'm better today. I haven't cooked yet, so I don't know. Um, then I can see my Merkaba, in laser lights, beautiful, beautiful pink, beautiful blue, and all colors all around. Those were the two I paid most attention to. And um and then today when I'm out there doing my stuff and I'm doing my qigong and all the moves, there's a freeness about it now. There's a lightness, and there's a calm energy that's coming through. What's full of knowledge, calmness. You feel the wisdom, you feel the expansiveness. It's really a great state to be in. They probably have a name for it, but it's a neat state. So that's what I experienced. I know we will all experience something different, but each thing will be appropriate to you and your development through this. So it's exciting, you guys.
And so everybody who's live, we'll give you a second more to share it out to your homies or share it on Messenger and tell them to come in and get this live. Otherwise, you can go to Chung's website and message him there or private message you too, Chung.
Yep, you can private message me too.
Yeah, because he, unfortunately, apparently this one doesn't work on the replay, but you can always practice it. So we're going to hand it over to you, Chung, and I'm just going to put you through. Jeff, oh, you're saging us. Oh, you're follow
Yeah,
sending us all.
just doing a
Okay.
little more. I love that stuff.
Okay, and I'll just call in Archangel Michael to protect our portal. And
I'll-
protect
I gotta
everyone.
show the
I'll,
words.
I'll call in the angels. I know what you call. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
got
just calling
this.
in mine. Right here, just to double sure.
All of them.
You call them in, all of them? Oh, okay, Teresa. Yeah, I got to put you on. Okay, so you're going to show the words. Okay.
Yeah, when we get to it, he's got to call in a whole bunch of angels. The Merkaba team.
The Merkaba team. Oh, I like that.
I don't know if it is. It just feels
Hey,
like
there's a
it.
team for everything.
Isn't there?
There's no wrong teams. Yeah.
During the toilet paper shortage, there was a toilet paper team. Telling you.
There was no toilet
You're
paper
right.
shortage at my house.
Thank you
Because,
for sharing, Deborah.
yeah, that's great. Yeah, share it to your friends.
Wait,
We'll get
we have a schedule, right? I'm going to wait for the Palo Santo until 12:30 my time.
2 more
Okay.
minutes.
Another minute and a half.
Yeah. Everyone's team. Oh, I've shared it. Hi, Chung. Deborah says. Sherry. Craig says, amazing, Teresa. I want to experience this. Monica saying, thank you much for sharing this all with us today, Chung. We are so excited. It's always so hard to get Palo Santo burning.
Yeah, it is. You have to go to a fresh. You could scrape this off too, the old char,
Yeah.
and then be down to a
It's
fresh.
nice because it won't keep on burning afterwards. And unlike, sage, which
Right.
can,
Burn forever.
burn forever.
It burns in
I
the
know.
middle.
Some of us
Right?
have alarms, whatever you call those things, smoke alarms.
Smoke alarms, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That only goes off when I cook fish, though.
That's great. Some reason we have titles on our page today. Closed captioning. Don't know how that happened. Sorry.
Oh, that's fun.
So Sherry has
Some
a
of the words
question.
aren't the same, but that's okay.
They never are. It's actually entertaining to read the captions because then it's,
Okay,
Let
so
me show you guys. Okay, we got to start though, Sherry. Sherry wants to know, since she can't rewatch it, if we could write it out. But go ahead.
Yep, I'm going to write an article on my website on how to do the grounding core technique.
Yeah. And this one, you're going to, yeah, great.
So about Teresa's experience of no time. So in the 8th dimension and the 7th dimension, there is no time. So that's why she had that experience. You were probably vibrating so high that you were in the 8th dimension or 7th dimension.
It's dangerous when cooking. No. But
Timers.
if you're meditating and
timers.
stuff, think of how amazing it would be, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys ready for activation?
Ready.
I'm going to call in the archangels.
Oh,
Not yet, Teresa.
Not yet.
I call in Archangel Raphael up north, Archangel Michael down south, Archangel Zachiel and Archangel Gabriel from the east to the west and the west to the east, Archangel Uriel at the heart center, Archangel Sandalphon from the earth star to the soul star, from the soul star back to the earth star, Archangel Guaniel, the divine mother at the throat center, Archangel Manatron, staying throughout the entire space-time continuum of the cosmatrix, Archangel Samael for the newly birthing, evolving universes that are about to transpire. Archangel Andiel for the personal transmutation of the all matrix. Archangel Calkiel, the divine father for personal will empowerment. And El Moya to connect you to the archangelic realms of source dimensional energies. Can you feel their presence?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Teresa, now we can show it.
These
So
are
the
the
name,
words.
so the name of the jewel pearl is Ki Ja Kung. Ki Ja Kung. The mantra is U Hum Ra. U Hum Ra. U Hum Ra. Now I need you guys to repeat the back-to-back chant of the name twice and the mantra 3 times for 19 cycles. Does that make sense? I'll say it along with you when I say 1, 2, 3, go. Okay? 1, 2, 3, go. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Ki Ja Kung, Ki Ja Kung, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra, U Hum Ra. Do you guys feel any sensation of energy?
It's like there's energy flowing for sure. Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I'm feeling.
so now it's going to be the breath of fire activation. I need you to place your hands over your higher heart chakra. And when I say 1, 2, 3, go, take 45 deep breaths. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. relax. Let it settle for about a minute or two.
If you guys want to comment on how you're feeling, go ahead, put it in the comments. We're excited to see what you feel too. Bex, you're muted, so if you unmute, you can tell us how you feel.
Why don't you share first, Rhonda?
I'm getting shimmeries from the corners of my eyes, so and everything's kind of shimmery and kind of vibrating right now. So that's what I'm getting right now. And there's, of course, when you breathe that deep, you get kind of a head rush. So, but there's also this shimmery kind of, but it's also a very peaceful feeling. I don't know if you guys feel that too, like a real peaceful contentment.
Yeah,
No
that
time,
was one of the things I was
nowhere
gonna
to go.
Yeah, just very peaceful, very centered, tingling here, feeling like this wave like this coming up out of my crown chakra, kind of like a pulsing like that and pulsing in my third eye. And then I heard wings, big wings, like I heard, yeah. So feeling
Wow,
that too.
nice. Let's see. Monica says, and Deborah saying she's got tinglings in her hands and her crown.
What I feel is I went right back to the Nile River, which I can't figure out what it's all about, but I felt like I was in the river and that the river extended through the Milky Way, and that was a timeless feeling again. And so I started feeling that kind of stuff.
So it'll be interesting. How long does it take to kind of settle into this, or the activation to totally activate us?
Each
Do you think?
person has a different experience, so I cannot say for sure.
Okay.
I wanted Teresa to experience it first yesterday so that she can explain what happens after. Like maybe Teresa, you can get into what you felt immediately. She went on to describe what happened over the course of her day. So I'm not sure what will happen over the duration after you wait a few hours. So it takes some
Right.
time to settle in. So Teresa has only experienced it for one day. Maybe you can go into it and explain.
Yeah, like it does. Notice the energy work that you do over time. Notice what it's like when you meditate and when you go about and doing different things, because that's where you're going to feel it when you're doing that kind of stuff. And watch out when you're cooking. But yeah, it was the warmth when we were doing the words, the warmth, and then when we were doing the breathing, my higher self came in through the dragon. And then during another meditation, I had the gush from the Nile River coming through, that pineal gland dump. I don't know what we call it. And then And then I started seeing flash of my Merkaba looking like the lasers, like all the parts of it, all those shapes that are in there and stuff. They were all like lasers. I was like, this is beautiful looking and stuff. And then I experienced the timelessness. And this morning, when I was out there doing my qigong, it was flowing and easier. I could move. I felt light and lifted. You know what I mean? And there's that calm energy along with wisdom and stuff. It was, I don't know, what does nirvana feel like? I mean, it was like really cool, what was coming through, especially the ease of it. More at one, the oneness of all things, I was feeling all of that. So you guys will feel all these different sorts of vibrations in you and take notice of them and celebrate them.
Yeah, and if you miss doing it live with us now, you can contact Chung and he'll do an activation with
Because
you.
if you watch the replay, even though you're watching the replay, it's not the same. He has to be there in that moment to activate you to get to that
Yeah,
timelessness. So
you're the bridge, right, Chung? That's kind of the way you are. You're the bridge.
Yep.
That's your. You're a
beautiful, Chung.
catalyst. That's
Yeah.
what you are. You're a catalyst, right? You're a catalyst
I
for
guess
all these activations. Yeah, that's cool.
It's funny. I was thinking like last 2 weeks that it's been a while since we've hyperventilated with Chung, so I knew it was coming. But it wasn't as hard this time. In the past, I swear to God, I thought I was going to pass out, but this time was so much easier.
But
Yeah.
when you are breathing like that and you do like, oh my God, is this going to hurt my heart or what? And you go through those questions, you keep going past that because there's boom. And
Yep.
then you hit what you really want to hit.
Yeah, it's much easier to do this time. It didn't hurt. It didn't burn my lungs like it usually does. So that was good.
Sweet. So that's very cool. We thank you so much, Chung, and we know you're a webmaster in your 3D job. So, but you're an activation master in your
Multi-dimensional
17th
job.
dimension, 18th dimensional job.
Mhm.
So, what do you think your job will be when you ground in your lightship and they come and see you? Who do you think who are you actually connected to? The Pleiadians? Is that who you are?
I'm a hybrid.
You're a hybrid?
Pleiadian, Assyrian, Alpha Centaurian. Those are the three that I'm conscious of. But yeah, I'm what they call an ultra terrestrial. I've been in many places, and my purpose is to bring peace on planet Earth. And yeah, that is my duty calls. When my duty calls, when my ship arrives.
Oh, awesome.
Very cool.
Rock on. More peace on earth, the better we can be. Yeah. All this will pass. Oh, God.
And so it's important after we're done live that everybody goes and does the grounding technique that you shared with us, right?
Yes, after this activation, you guys can go outside and do the Qigong to ground your
Yeah.
ship.
And you can always just go into the replay and fast forward it to that point and just follow along on your phone. So
Yep,
if you're
just
not quite sure.
the 16 breath, 17 breath, and then the 18th breath blast.
Which will be
I hope,
easier than 45.
I think we're moving some energy here for sure.
Yeah.
But Chung, perhaps you can do a little how-to video and post it on your website so people can just, yeah,
Yep.
follow along with Chung. We'll put the little bouncing ball in.
Oh my
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. It's always such an adventure when you come on, Chung. That's all I can say.
Absolutely.
It's such an adventure. Love your energy. Yeah. So now we're all kind of just blissed out here, but you've got the rock and roll question to ask, don't you?
The question,
That's-
yes. All right, so if you had to choose a song to be the theme song of your life, what would it be? I almost said thong, so that's never
I can
happened before.
visualize
All
What's your
right.
favorite thong?
Oh,
Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven.
Stairway to Heaven. I love that song.
Yeah, that's an awesome song.
Yeah, that is an awesome song. So hopefully we'll be all blissed out in this. That'd be cool. Thank you. And so
Yes, I should
what,
make
what?
announcements.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
other announcements, if you can remember what you're doing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
write them down for a reason because you never know what's coming. All right,
Always.
so what?
Oh no, it's just Nancy was saying. Always surprising with Chung. Always in a good
Yes,
way, though.
yes,
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
absolutely. All right, so make sure to share this out. You know, whoever shares out the most has a chance to win a reading with Rhonda. So we'll announce that at the end of next week's show. The winner of last week's Share It Out, who won with Teresa, is Sherry Merritt. So congratulations. Sherry and Teresa Holmes, you are sharing out a lot. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. You guys, don't let them win every week. Come on, share out more, invite your friends. Go check out our YouTube, like and subscribe. And we hope you all have a beautiful
please.
and blessed week. And thank you so much, Chung, for hanging out with us and giving us this amazing activation.
Yeah.
What a trip
What a
it
bonus.
is. Every time it's a trip.
For sure. So join us next week. Yeah. Robin
McClendon. Yay. Yes.
McClendon is coming on our show
Woo.
next week. So
We get to
we're
hear
gonna,
from the mother with all the amazing Gaia information she brings through. I love hanging out with her.
yeah. Thank you. I tried so hard to share a lot. It locks up my screen. Nancy says, "Well, you can share it out after, Nancy. That still counts."
Yeah, I
So
share it out all during the week myself.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
share
don't
it
know
out
when yet,
after.
though.
If you can't share it out right now, you can share it out after the show because I know it locks up screens. So that's what we do. Yeah,
Yeah.
Robin's coming on, but she's going to have a different kind of share. She's got messages from the Yeti.
Woohoo!
Oh, very cool. That's
Yeah,
Yeti,
that's
yeti,
gonna be
yeti.
fun. I love what Teresa
yeah.
Holmes said, Starway to Heaven.
Yeah,
The
exactly. That makes
Starway to
sense.
Love
Heaven.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm going to have to put that on my YouTube playlist tonight. I'll just put it on and listen to it.
Hey, someday we
So,
should make a Spirit Sessions guest playlist for all the guests that have come on and, done their favorite songs or their
Oh,
theme
that would
songs.
be
yeah, like a
neat.
mixtape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not that. No, Rhonda, a playlist on YouTube, no mixtapes. We're going in the future, right? Not in the past.
Oh yeah,
But
but
yeah, that'd be fun.
there
Yes.
was the good thing about mixtapes. Anyways, shows your love because
Yes.
it was a lot of work to do a mixtape.
It was. It
Yeah, my
was.
mom did that
Yeah,
a lot.
you knew you were in love when you gave somebody your mixtape.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, take care and thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week, same time, same station.
yes.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love you.